All right, here we have a run and driving video of our no reserve 94 Cobra Mustang, which is 94,000 miles. Looks like we got a little fog light out, so it's why good to do these videos. We'll make sure that's got a bulb and is up and working. You can see it's running nice and smooth. No belt squeals, ticking, knocking, or shaking. Just a nice and tight engine bay. You can hear it's just got a nice little mild rumble to it. Nothing crazy around here. Both license plate lights are working, so not sure how the fog light decided to go, but all right, we'll get situated in here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the four ways. You can see we got 86,205. Got keyless entry. The power door locks work manually is what I was showing there. Windows go up and down nice and quick. Rear defroster works, light comes on. Left mirror, obviously they rotate all the way around, but I want to keep them where I got them happy. You got your little clock up here, and you see the dimmer works the way it goes, lights up. AC blows nice and cold. Medium low, medium high, high. And then you'll hear the change to heat. Different pitch to vent, floor, mix, defrost. So it works, the blend doors all work good. You can see all our gauges are working nice. We're a little low, below a quarter tank of fuel.
Just $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. Go to Xfinity.com.
But look how beautiful and bright that is. I mean, usually it's just all faded. The buttons are all wore out. The shifter knob has almost nowhere to it, just a little bit on the stitching. So, and here's your fog light, and that goes out. So I'm gonna get belted up and get ready to rumble. It's got a nice tight shift pattern. Got your plug in for your iPhone or whatever it be. You can see the CD player's all lit up in green. It's cool to see all that stuff still go. Going in reverse, make sure nobody's behind me. You know, it doesn't have any issues going in reverse or taking off. Clutch feels perfect. This car feels exactly like you would expect a bone stock low mile Cobra or 94 Cobra to drive like. Very tight steering, nice responsive throttle, no noises, rattles, you know, don't got any dash or door panel rattles because nobody's messed with it or taken it off. It's just a smooth, man, the heater works crazy too good. I'm gonna go ahead and go her off, there we go. So we're in second gear right now. I'm just giving it like quarter throttle. I mean, these things have almost a 6,000 RPM red line, which is just phenomenal. I'm gonna go ahead and turn here, get on the highway. I'm in fourth, I'm gonna downshift into third, no grinding, nice tight shifter, no worn out going into second, no noises. Going to neutral a little bit here and coast. You can see it's just not pulling. I'm on the brake right now. I'm gonna come to a stop, nice and straight. Go down to second again. I'll come to a stop and downshift into first so you can see there was no grinding or issues. This car really has, in my opinion, nothing to complain about. It's just phenomenal. The condition, the interior, the outside, how it drives, I mean, all matches each other. The runnability of it matches the exterior, matches the interior. Let's see, get out on the highway here and do some highway speeds. You know, all these work properly and close and open. Seriously high traffic. We're gonna go for this little gap here, so otherwise we might be here all night. So hoping to get a gap where we could like get some people. So while I'll go slow, drive the people nuts behind me, get a little gap here in the third. I just love the sound that these make. Fourth gear. every Mustang has the distinctive sound. If you're an automotive enthusiast, you can pretty much hear, especially when you put Flowmaster on them, but you could hear a Mustang coming from a mile away and you know it's a Mustang, especially the 5.0 liters. And then the 4.6s have a completely different sound, and then the Coyote, of course, is just a monster. It just sounds like a beast. So go into 5th gear. And I can't really say I prefer one noise over the other. I'll hear a Coyote wide open and think, oh my God, it's the best sound ever. Then I'll hear a Terminator or a 99 with a 4.6, and then I hear a 5 liter or a Fox body, and they all just sound amazing. This has a very subtle kind of stock exhaust. It's really not very loud at all, so it's really well mannered. You can see it just goes nice and straight. You know, it's a 1-finger drive if you want to. I'm gonna pull off here. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into neutral. Brakes don't pull, shake, make noises. No issues at all. So go nice and straight. You can see the road turns itself, but the car just goes perfectly straight. So I'll put in first. I'm gonna take you on a little bit of a back road that's got some S-curves, some potholes and bad patches, so you can see how tight this undercarriage and just overall car is. Potholes, you know, I'm going 25. Shifting at 3rd, there's a patch. You'll see a patch going across. I'm doing about 40. Just soaks it up. It's a single thud sound you're looking for. I'm gonna drop it into 4th just to cruise. Again, this going to no reserve. It's just, nowadays, this car is extremely hard to find. This is a car where you just maintain it, maintain its beauty, maintain its mechanicals, drive it, enjoy it, maybe make some minor changes, keep the stock parts if you do take them off. And in 5 years, you know, especially further, you know, more towards the 10 mark, you're gonna easily double your money. So it's a pretty interesting area to be out, where the 80s and 90s have just skyrocketed because they're phenomenal vehicles. You get fuel injection. It's an era we'll never see again, but you can see how we're going through these S-curves, how tight it is. I'll bring it down into 2nd, and you can see the steering wheel just rotates a little bit, and then it wants to find itself back to center. And that's what you want. You want the resistance. You don't want a lot of rotation in the steering wheel because you know stuff's worn out. There's no clunking or play. But the 90s are really an era that we'll never see again, where old car meets new, from the trucks to the cars, where you get fuel injection, AC, overdrive transmissions, power options, safety brakes, airbags, but you still got yourself a nice small block or a big block in the truck with spark plug wires, distributors, stuff that you can do, stuff that's still the fun maintenance, you know, what is called the old tune-up. You know, they don't do a tune-up anymore. You do an air filter, that's it. So this is going to no reserve, everybody, so I hope it gets a loving new home. Good luck.